First and foremost, I know that a lot of Canadians are asking themselves what is going on right now, and due to the threat of imposition of tariffs by the Trump administration. So first and foremost, our efforts are still ongoing. We've been in contact with the Trump administration, and the Minister of Finance, Dominic LeBlanc, has been in contact with his counterpart, myself as well. And meanwhile, also, the Ministers of Public Safety and Immigration met with Tom Homan, the border czar of Trump, on Friday. It was a positive meeting, and we have a very strong border plan. We've invested in it. It is working. We're doing it for ourselves. And of course, it is part of the ongoing conversations we're having with the Trump administration. Should we have any more information, of course, we will provide you that information. But meanwhile, let's be clear. If Trump is imposing tariffs, we're ready. We are ready with $155 billion worth of tariffs, and we're ready with the first tranche of tariffs, which is $30 billion, which is already known.
Mr. Trump has said publicly just now 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. No, quote, no room left for Mexico or Canada. They're all set. They go into effect tomorrow. Is Canada just stuck bracing for impact at this point, Minister?
So we are ready. And of course, I'll have the conversation with the Prime Minister when he lands, because he's coming from London. And I'm going into a cabinet room right now to talk with my colleagues about the Canada-U.S. relation and, of course, the tariffs.
Will those tariffs come into effect at midnight tonight? Will those counter tariffs come into effect at midnight tonight?
So, of course, if we have more information than the tweet that President Trump just mentioned, we will come up with information to all of you and to, of course, Canadians, because we know that this is an existential threat to us. And there are thousands of jobs in Canada at stake. Now, we've done the work. We are ready should the U.S. decide to launch their trade war. We will be ready. We are not looking for this. We're not seeking this. But at the same time, let's all remember, when President Trump is talking about imposing tariffs, it must be linked to what's going on at the border, because he has an executive order that is linked to the fact that there is a national security crisis. And so we know that's not the case at the border. We know we have a good plan. We know that we've invested in it. We know that we've answered questions that the Trump administration had regarding our efforts. And so in that sense, based on that, we're having constructive conversations, but I've said it to you many, many times, there's a level of unpredictability and chaos that comes out of the Oval Office, and we